reaffirmed the Union's support for Togo's role in securing lasting peace in the Great Lakes region. Let's watch. The discreet, effective, and result-oriented diplomacy of the President of the Council, for Osazumna Nyasingbe, continues to earn the respect of the international community. The European Union praises his outstanding mediation skills, qualities that contributed to Washington's achievement of a historic peace agreement between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. This accord has paved the way for the gradual return of internally displaced persons.
I emphasize the importance that the European Union places on ensuring that mediation efforts for the Great Lakes regions are well coordinated. And I also express to the President of the Council the Union's readiness to support the various ongoing mediation initiatives.
In early July, the EU Special Representative for the Great Lakes region expressed the Union's deep appreciation for Togo's leadership role in mediating this long-standing crisis between Kinshasa and Kigali. Let's move on to some very important health issues. Before couples exchange vows, a simple visit to the health sector can help prevent many countless tragedies. Premarital medical consultations, however, remain widely overlooked despite being crucial to safeguarding the health of both the partners and their future generations. In this report, we learn more on the importance of medical consultations before marriage. Before exchanging vows, experts say couples should first exchange medical information. Premarital medical consultations, though often overlooked, can play a decisive role in building a safe and healthy future together. Routine premarital medical tests usually include sexually transmitted infections such as HIV, hepatitis B, syphilis, and gonorrhea. They also include genetic screening, blood groupings, and the crucial sickle cell test, which is especially important in sub-Saharan Africa to prevent children from inheriting severe blood disorders. Many couples unfortunately skip this test, often out of ignorance or fear of the results. Health professionals, however, continue to warn that early testing helps detect treatable infections before marriage, preventing future complications. While some religions make premarital health checks mandatory, it remains a personal choice worth making. After all, before sealing a union with love, it should be sealed with good health. Togolese stakeholders in the organic sector gathered this Monday in Lomé to learn more about the new market requirements of the European Union. The meeting aimed to inform these actors and encourage them to take appropriate measures to comply with the international, local, and export markets. Representatives from various regions across Togo gathered to explore the major changes introduced by the European Union Regulation 2018-848, essential for accessing the international market. The new requirements were presented by CCPB, a Morocco-based certification and control body for organic products, followed by a detailed session on the Union of Development Cooperatives guidelines for exporting Togolese soybeans. This workshop was organized by the National Association for Organic Agriculture of Togo, Anabio Togo, in partnership with the National Association of Soybean Exporters and their technical partner, CCPB Morocco.
Depuis plusieurs années,
for several years, we have been engaged in this organic certification process, which follows European Union's and United States standards known as the IOS ENOP. Each time the European Union updates its requirements, we must adapt. Since last year, a new regulation has been in place and it requires us as stakeholders in supplier countries to comply before being able to access that market. Today, we have the opportunity to work with our technical partner, the certification body CCPB, based in Morocco, which has come to inform us about these requirements and provide the necessary guidance so that we can comply and stay up to date. This will ensure we are not caught off guard during collection or at the time of sale. The primary objective of the meeting was to identify and implement measures that will enable Togolese organic sector stakeholders to stay competitive and fully compliant in the global marketplace. And in the face of growing climate crisis, Togo is stepping up its fight against environmental degradation. In Sokode, regional leaders and stakeholders have come together to validate strategic adaptations plans targeting forestry, agriculture, and water resources, an initiative supported by the Food and Agriculture Organizations of the United Nations to safeguard the nation's future. The climate emergency demands that countries intensify their efforts to fight its effects. Supported by technical and financial partners, particularly the Food and Agriculture Organization, through the VEG Climate Fund, Togo is actively pursuing multiple initiatives in this regard. This meeting, held in Sokode, marks the official launch of the validation process for the regional climate change adaptation plans. The project focuses on key sectors such as forestry, agriculture, and water resources. Its primary goal is to gather input from stakeholders and establish a solid institutional framework to ensure effective implementation of these strategic plans aimed at environmental protection. Each region has been equipped with the necessary IT infrastructure to support project execution. This demonstrates the strong commitment of both the Togolese government and the FAO to mitigate the devastating impacts of climate change. Without decisive action, our environment risks becoming unlivable in the near future. Leaders from the trade and civil society sectors across the central Kara and Savannah regions convened in Kara for a pivotal workshop hosted by the Ministry of Commerce, Handicrafts and Local Consumption. The event focused on strengthening market integrity by deepening the understanding of competition laws, consumer rights, and also product labeling requirements, key steps toward a fairer, more transparent marketplace. This report has more. Since the adoption of Law No. 99/011 on December 28, 1999, Togo has made a significant step toward freeing its commercial activities. However, more than 20 years later, a culture of fair competition still struggles to establish itself firmly within the country's economic practices. To address this challenge, the Ministry of Commerce is intensifying its efforts to raise awareness and build the capacity of market participants, especially in the Savannah, Kara, and Central regions. Consumers must be able to shop with confidence, assured that products meet strict quality standards. To achieve this goal, an innovative technological solution has been introduced, the automated marking system known as SAM. This system guarantees enhanced traceability and acts as a strong safeguard against fraud and counterfeiting.
Pour les produits qui sont fabriqués dans les usines,
for products manufactured in factories, serial marking is done automatically. However, for imported products, the importers themselves purchase the labels and send them to their suppliers, who apply the labels at the source before shipping the goods to the national territory. I am working to reduce counterfeiting and smuggling within the country and to improve tax revenue collection in order for the government to have the resources needed to finance the most important needs of the Togolese population. A thorough understanding and mastery of these tools, which have been the focus of recent awareness campaigns, are essential prerequisites for establishing a healthy, fair, efficient, and resilient commercial environment. Togo is hosting a high-level ECOWAS consultation to evaluate the free movement of persons and migrants initiative. With a focus on youth migration, the mission seeks to ensure decisions are guided by reliable data that truly reflects the region's needs. Togo is currently hosting a high-level ECOWAS consultation mission focused on evaluating the free movement of persons and migrants initiative. The delegation met several actors in order to be sure everything in the framework of this project is going well.
I came for what is called a high-level consultation on behalf of ECOWAS to look into issues around evaluating the initiative that was supported by the European Union in 2014. It's called the FMM1. FMM1 stands for free movement of persons and migrants. To have a pause of what happens between the interventions and also looking into some of the gaps, that exist.
Key topics discussed include migration flows, diaspora engagement, remittances, and addressing root causes of migration, especially among youth, given the youthful demographic of the ECOWAS region. The delegation praised Togo's efforts in migration data management, but stressed the need of integrating government communication units to better disseminate and explain migration data to the public.
I've seen that they've done a lot in terms of the focus of this research, particularly in terms of migration data management in Togo. There is what is called interministerial committee that works on that, and beneath that interministerial committee is a technical working group also that is working towards strengthening data administration on migration issues in Togo. There is something you want to do, particularly on issues that pertain to people, that communication is not important. So one of those things I ask them is the role of the communication unit in the country, which again I'm advancing, that the communication unit or department in the country should be part, of either the interministerial committee or the technical working group, because they are the people that speaks to higher authority. They are the people that speaks to those we classify to be medium people, and also even to the low people, to understand exactly what the data, because data doesn't really say anything unless people speak to it.
Without reliable data, decisions risk not being driven by facts. The consultation will therefore help shape future actions to ensure migration policies are effective and meet the real needs of West African populations. On August 4, 2025, the Catholic Church and the Togolese nation at large solemnly marked 1-year anniversary of the passing of the late Archbishop Monseigneur Bariga Benissant. The milestone was honored with a heartfelt tribute concert held on August 10, 2025 at Cristo Risotto Parish in Hejanawe, where religious leaders and faithfuls gathered to celebrate his enduring legacy and also pray for the eternal rest of his soul. Let's watch. 1 year after his passing, the public is moved by the timeless songs of Monseigneur Anani Yves Nicodème Bariga Benissant. His voice continues to resonate as if he was still amongst us. At the Cristo Risotto Parish of Hejanawe, a tribute concert was held. This memorial for the departed brought together faithfuls, friends, and admirers from all walks of life. It was a moment of reflection and celebration to honor a man who was both a church leader and a composer. His hymns, full of faith and hope, were sung again with passion and emotion.
Je veux être à lui, être son ami. Je lui donne ma vie, tout ce que je suis, car il m'a aimé et m'a racheté.
The initiative was led by close collaborators of the Archbishop of Lomé as a way to preserve his musical and pastoral works.
L'histoire de l'incroyable est une des fondées de
Monseigneur Anani Yves Nicodème Barika Benissa may have left us, but his legacy of peace, reconciliation, and living together continues to speak for him, a precious inheritance he leaves to the younger generation. May his soul continue to rest in perfect peace. That brings us to the end of today's edition. Thanks to my wonderful team and to you, cherished viewers, for watching. Stay tuned to our channel for more updates, and remember that humility is not weakness but wisdom. Have a wonderful evening. Until next time, goodbye.